Alright, question number 8 gives us two functions, and then it asks us to find f of g of x. This kind of looks like the word fog, so sometimes people may say fog if they don't really know what they're talking about. This is not really an O though. This is the mathematical symbol for composition, and when you're doing a composition, that's when you plug one function into another function. So this function on the right is referred to as the inner function. The one on the left is the outer function. So the inner function gets plugged into the outer function. So what they're really asking us to do with this notation here is plug all of g of x into f of x. So here are two functions. And so if I'm going to plug g of x into f of x, I've got to plug it in everywhere there's an x value. So that's going to be 4, instead of 4x minus 3x squared, instead of the x's, I'm going to plug in g of x there. Okay, so you need to visually see how I'm forcing g of x into f of x. This is what we call composition, and this is the mathematical symbol for composition. That's how I know that that's what this question's about. Now the rest of the work should just be trying to simplify this and clean it up a bit. So I could distribute this 4 to square this. Don't fall into the temptation of just squaring the parts. To square something means you're multiplying it by itself twice, so that needs to be distributed out or FOILed. 2x times 2x, 2x times minus 4, negative 4 times 2x, and negative 4 times negative 4. Go ahead and carry the rest of this down. Okay, these two are like terms, so let's clean that up a bit. And finally, I can deal with this negative 3 out here. So I can distribute that and make it a minus 12x squared. Distribute here, and let's see, that would be 30 and 18. So positive 48x, and negative 3 times 16 would be negative 48. Alright, so I forget what the answer choices look like, but I'm going to assume that they put them in descending order. So we've got this many x squareds. I like to underline that to remember that I've used it already. This is going to combine with this and give me 56 x's. And these two would combine, this would be negative 48 minus 20 would be negative 68, but I'm subtracting 4 less than that, so negative 64. Let's compare that to our answer choices. We've got a negative 12x squared plus a 56x minus a 64. And that's what I got from this work. So that looks like that would have to be choice A.